Okay, so for seniors, today in the quad we're having cap and gown measurements, so be there. Jocelyn's is coming. And also, at lunch today in the quad we're going to have turkey grams. Student council is going to put them on. So if you want to give thanks to anybody over this weekend or whatever, we'll just make a turkey gram out of construction paper, whatever you want, and we'll send them out for you tomorrow. So, yeah.
And no exec meeting, and keep the noise down for the other announcements.
We had a great cafe night on Friday night. I just wanted to thank Karen and Claire and Gabby and others who helped organize that and helped set it up. Original songs, performances, poetry, other forms of writing. Look for a cafe night in the spring if you'd like to attend or you'd like to perform or write something for that. Lit Mag submissions as well. And then we took our largest group. Well, actually, I wanted to say thank you to Jennifer and Aaron for coming and filming on Friday night too. And then we had our largest group ever attend JSA, Fall State in Santa Clara, and Will's going to tell you a little bit more about that. I just wanted to remind everybody that the final schedule will be on the blog this weekend, and so you can have a look at that while you're on break. And we'll talk more about finals next week. Thanks.
Quiet down!
Right, I need to meet briefly with everybody who's interested in playing lacrosse in the spring. We're going to meet at lunch at 11:30. I know some of you are busy, especially you young people who are just starting out. It'll be about 5 minutes. So let's say room 10, unless we get kicked out of there. And I'll see you then, 11:30.
Always happy to have the opportunity to introduce a friend of the school, and we had a really special treat this morning, at least those of you who are in Ms. Wagstaff's AP Art class. We have visiting on campus with us York School alum Colleen Flanagan, class of 89. Colleen, want to wave? Now, York people do cool stuff, but this is really cool. Colleen's an artist, environmental artist, and she's tapped into an old technology that runs low voltage current through metal, has created this fabulous sculpture, and plans to sink it into the water off Mexico, where with this current running through it creates calcium carbonate deposits limestone that builds coral reefs, because as you know, as I think you know, coral reefs are dying all over the world. So here's a way to take art, do something beautiful, but also do something wonderful for the world. So that seems to me to be a very York thing and very cool. So Colleen, welcome back.
Many people fear that China is going to eclipse the United States and becomes the world's most dominant and influential country.
Yeah!
I have 4 reasons why I don't think this is true. Okay, my first reason is China has a lack of worker safety laws. Okay, last year alone, 2,600 people died in China's coal mines. So I think this shows the Chinese government's disregard for the individual welfare of their people. So now until China can fix that problem, they cannot be our world role model. Now, my second reason is Chinese pollution. China is one of the world's largest creators of pollution. In Beijing, the pollution is so bad, it is thought to be the #1 reason for the 80% increase in the death rate from lung cancer over the past 30 years. So we can't look up to a country that creates this much pollution. Now, my third reason is the one-child policy in China. This policy has created a larger generation of people over the age of 65. By 2020, it is estimated that 12% of China's enormous population will be over the age of 65. Now, this will create strain on China's welfare system because we'll have a larger population of older people. Now, my fourth and final reason is the current average standard of living in China is low compared to America and other European countries. In order not to be considered poor in China, a person must only make $1.25 per day. Now, in California, our minimum wage is $8 per hour. So comparing these two wages, a person makes 60 times in one day in California working at minimum wage, and you can make working at the poverty line in China. Now, until China, even though China controls wide tracts of land, rich in natural resources, has the world's largest population and fastest growing economy, they won't eclipse the United States until they fix these 4 major social issues.
Okay, so while we're on the topic of the Chinese one-child policy, it's Angela Ng's 18th birthday.
As Mr. Raymond mentioned, JSA went to the Fall State Convention this weekend. There were a lot of great debates. I think it was the most new people we've ever brought to convention, and I know it was the most people we've ever brought to convention, so good job to all of them. But York came home with 2 prizes. Not 1, but 2 Golden Gavel Awards. Mark Ray's got one for his scathing condemnation of flat taxes, and I got one for my transcendentalist debate regarding civil disobedience. Yeah.
Okay, so Wilderness Club is doing the ski trip again to Kirkwood. You don't have to be in Wilderness Club to go, and you don't need to know how to ski or snowboard because you can get lessons, because I don't know either.
It's President's Weekend, and you guys can get forms from either me or Ellie or Mr. Fink.
We'll be outside the chapel after this, so just grab one from us. And also tomorrow is Gender Bender Day, so borrow some girl skirts or borrow some baggy clothes, make some beards. Anyway, so dress up like the opposite gender.
Before you start, no, give me. Michael, I want to know what Amy has to do with the one-child policy. Is this an argument for or against? Can we have a debate on this? We're not even talking about Kevin.
This Saturday, November 26th, Natasha and I will be hosting a benefit concert here at York School.
Admission is free, but all donations will go to the Gateway Center in PG. It's a community and home for adults with disabilities. So please come support other York students and other high school students.
And there will be both classical and modern music, and Audrey will be performing her solo. So please come. Thank you.
Thank you to everyone who donated for the troops this past couple of weeks. I just want to remind all of you that I'll have the basket in the front office through the rest of the year. So if you feel generous this season and you feel like giving more things to the troops, that basket is in the office.
Top Dance Club today at lunch.
So we're back to remind you guys that the blood drive is tomorrow.
people who are 16 need to get a parent permission slip signed, and I'll come find you and give you that today.
And we're making cookies, and they're going to be absolutely amazing and fantastic, so you can definitely donate, and it's a great cause, so please do so.
And I'll be sending like a so I'll be sending a Facebook message to those of you guys that are feeling generous, and yeah, so all the information will be there. Bye.
Okay, so don't forget to make some turkey grams at lunch, and Gender Bender Day is tomorrow, so go to class.